Right, this is the second part of the video with narrowing the rods to suit this crank that we've had destroked. What we have here is a 390 steel crank this time. We've destroked it to 3.440, right? Now we're fitting Molnar rods, standard like AMC from Molnar, but because the widths are narrower, we have to narrow the rod. So what I showed you before was the second rod. We'd already machined the first rod, and now we've got to clearance it, so we've got that. So we come up with 934 as our width, 11th thou rod clearance, which is perfect for what we want. Can do that. Now, incidentally, what you've got to think about is if you narrow the rod, you've got to check your fillet radius as well, because you know these radius vary in sizes. We've had this ground to a larger fillet to allow for more strength, and nitrise the crank. So what we found is the actual bearing was touching the fillet. So if you come over here, what you've got here is a rod that we've prepared and fit, like Grant's done. He does all this type of work while I'm doing the machining. But if you have a look in the tang, what we've actually done is filed the tang and moved it over, right? Like moved it off the fillet. See, so then that way it'll clear the fillet after we've put in our new radius. So that's what he's had to do, is file that, move it over, and that way we've got clearance on the fillet. Now while we're at it, we machined a rear adapter. You've heard of us talking about you've got to change it, torque flight, you've got to change it to the early cranks, you've got to change it. So there's an adapter I've machined and fitted the bearing in for his G-force gearbox. So if you have a look here, so go back over here, that's ready to go in there, right? That's all been machined, and then that'll press in there, and then we'll fit our clutch. So this is just a few of the small things you've got to do if you want to try and change cranks and that. You see us talking about it, but here's an actual setup where we've done it. We've got our 11th hour, right? There's our 11th hour. It fits perfect. We've done the whole lot of them. You'll notice only a 2-bolt bottom end. I don't believe that you need a 4-bolt bottom end, just a set of studs. We turn this engine to 7,000 RPM. It makes 600 plus. The only problem we had last time was we actually broke a cast iron crank. It had nothing to do with studs or mains. So that's just a couple of little things that we're doing on this second race block. This is the short rod block. We're doing a long rod block as well. I hope you enjoy that. Thank you.